Hello guys, welcome to our new video tutorial series of computer networking. And my previous video I had explained about the internet and how does internet connected with multiple devices all over the world, and how the user interact with each other, how the user searches through the network, how they send the query, and how they receive. As you know that the networks is based on works on protocols, and there are some famous network protocols that HTTP, TCP, UDP. So what is network protocols? So network protocol is a set of rules and standards like define how data is formatted and transmitted between devices in a network. So these rules ensure that devices can communicate with each other efficiently, even they are different manufacturers or running different softwares. So protocols are like network languages, like how the network used to talk, you know, each other, ensuring the data is exchanged and organized and in a understandable way. So as you know that the famous protocol HTTP hypertext transfer protocols that used with the every websites when we search on the Google. So how does it work? When you type a website URL in your browser and the browser sends a HTTP request to the web server asking for a web page. So the server responds you to send you the web page directly back to your browser. So when you visit a website like www.google.com, the browser uses HTTP request to request the site content. So there are different types of HTTP requests, like there's a post request, there's a get request, also like there's a delete request, and there's a update request as well. So if you know a little bit about website development, you know about these requests, but I will stay with the only the HTTP one. So like if I give you a little you know uh, little understandable way of how the post and get request work. So in post request you basically like send data through the network using your URL, and in your get request you are basically receiving a data from in the form of request. So these are the most common requests used by like post and get. So as you know about the HTTP, which use all over the world with every websites. So HTTP basically, uh, simple like just a protocol that used to transfer data through the network. Then another one is TCP, as you know about the TCP and UDP. So the TCP protocol is basically the transmission control protocol. So provides reliable order and error check delivery of data between applications. So how does it work? TCP breaks data into packets, and these packets send them to like destinations and ensure them all packets are received and in the correct order. So if any packet are lost or corrupted, TCP request they have sent again. So when you download a file, TCP ensures that the file arrives intact and complete. The other way, the UDP is basically is a fast than TCP, and it just sending the data without checking is it received correctly or not. It just when you get a request, it will get a response and response and response. So it's mostly used with live screen, when you do live screening on YouTube or any the media, like the media's used for like live screening for their channels. So it mostly used by UDP. So so every time when there's a packet loss, you will get interruption in your video screening. So but TCP is like a three-way handshake. You send data, you will receive, you acknowledge that the data has been received correctly, and you will send an acknowledgement. So it's like a handshake, three-way handshake. Another one is IP, is Internet Protocol. Like how does work? Every device or internet has assigned to a specific IP, like a address. Like every person have their ID. Every person has their house ID, like the house number. So same like with the internet devices. Every devices has IP. So when you send an email, the IP protocol ensure that the email is routed through different networks. So it's easy to track the email or anything whenever you send. Without IP, you cannot track that email. So summary of these protocol: HTTP, TCP, and IP. HTTP requests the web page data from the web server. TCP ensures the data packets arrive reliably and correct order. IP routes the data packets to the correct destination in your browser. And there's a network performance like packet loss. You have heard about that this term. So like there are several ways, like when you send data through the network. Packet loss: when data packets fail to reach their destination. This can happen due to network congestion, faulty hardware, or signal interference. Packet loss degrades performance, leading to incomplete data. And you know example, like in the video streaming, packet loss may result in pauses or lower video quality. And there's a delay or latency is like the time it takes for data to travel from source to the one way to another way. And there's another thing that we use with the so like you know there's a data loss to the packet loss. This can be happen due to network congestion, and which further slow down your data. So there's also a delay like transmission delay, propagation delay, and queuing delay. In propagation delay, time it takes to signal to travel through the network depends on the distance and the medium. Queuing delay, like time packets spent waiting a queue to be processed. So like every packet is waiting for in a queue to send through the server. So there's some kind of delay. And there's a transmission delay, like time taken to push all the packets into the wire. So and there's a throughput is like refers to amount of data successfully transmitted over the internet in a given time. So high throughput means network can handle large amount of data, while low throughput indicates means like there's some kind of bottleneck. So for example, like download speed typically measured in MBs. So represent throughput. Higher throughput means faster data transfer. So these are the ways through. Also, there's a security networks like packet sniffing, IP spoofing, and you know these like packet sniffing means a user package has been traveled across the network, like sensitive information like passwords, and someone just try to hack through the server. IP spoofing is like someone just created a fake IP, and it's used for like attacks to get some informations. So to protect these from, like, we use data encryption, we use firewalls, we use VPNs, so our data will be protected. So these are the ways we use with the uh, you know through the network security. Hope you guys understand this. So in my next video, I will more explain about the computer networking and how we protect our data on the internet. We do some strategies. So stay tuned with us, subscribe, like, and share YouTube channel. Thank you.